Peace, family. Welcome to Hourglass News. KJ Brooks, I applaud your courage to speak up against this system of injustice. This young lady is fiery and very intelligent and brave, and things need to be done to correct this false, wicked system. Check these things out.
Fair warning, I'm not nice and I don't seek to be respectable. I'm not asking y'all for anything because y'all can't and won't be both my savior and my oppressor. I don't want reform. I want to turn this building into luxury low-cost housing. These will make some really nice apartments to me. Firstly, stop using black children as photo opportunities because they're cute now, but in 10 years they're black male suspect in red shirts and khaki shorts. Eating cookies and drinking milk with children does not absolve you of your complicity in their oppression and denigration, Rick Smith. Because Kansas City will spend more on police than education and then try to encourage children to feast with their oppressors. Y'all are really weird. It's asinine to be called radical or homegrown terrorists for not wanting government employees to kill citizens in any instance. So I'm not here begging anything of soulless white folks and self-preserving black folks. You get one life, and you all in this room have chosen profits over people, and that's pathetic. So I'm going to spend the next 2 minutes reading y'all for a filth, something I'm sure nobody has ever done. Nathan, the gentleman in the vomit-colored men's warehouse suit in desperate need of Bosley and a haircut, a former FBI agent who exudes white privilege and is the epitome of mediocrity, and who loves Trump so much that he hired his former attorney general at his firm. And it's so sweet because he spent most of this meeting looking away with his head in his hands. Or Mark, Pastor Mark of Victorious Life Church on 34th and Paseo, where the mission is to provide a place and opportunity to worship Jesus Christ and preach a message of hope and faith through God's holy word in the building. Meanwhile, he's subjecting black people to terrorism and un-Christ-like behavior at the hands of KCPD outside the building. And Kathy, Miss I'll get here before the other commission members, so I look as if I have empathy and I'm excited to hear what they have to say. Meanwhile, I didn't have anything else to do at 8 o'clock in the morning but be rich and white and retired, so I'm here early. Or Don, owner of Wagner Investments, Blue Note LLC, huge fan of that, in 2020. In 1960 maybe, but this is 2020. And Q, had I not spent the entirety of the last 6 months dragging you, I would have more to say, but I don't. And Rick, I won't even begin with you because I don't care enough about you.
Ma'am, your time is up.
To start, but you will have to spend overtime in a chapel at the end of your life. You have blood on your hands, and while these idiots hold you on a pedestal, God does not honor injustice and murder. Anyways, I'll leave you soulless, profit-driven, avaricious, greedy, God-forsaken humans, including anyone who works in this building, with one Bible verse from the Bible detailing the life of Jesus Christ, who was another unarmed black man murdered by authorities in the book you hellbound people claim to love so much. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul? You're really funny. Kiki.
So a lot of y'all probably saw me on the news this week. I don't really care about that. I care about the people that have died. I think a lot of you here that are kind of looking away, turning your back, rolling your eyes, kind of pissed off that we interrupted your $60 little dinner. However, people can't come back from death. And a lot of y'all won't understand that or try to conceptualize it until it's your child, because police officers kill white children too. If they just happen to disproportionately kill and jail black people, which is a shame. But we also protested for John, a white boy who was killed backing out of his own parking garage. But thankfully, his family got a settlement. None of the families of the black people killed by KCPD got a settlement. So while you think that we're so self-centered and that we are only concerned about our own liberation, it's called police brutality. It affects everyone. However, we're here because every black victim of Kansas City Police Department gets no justice. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. So while you ignore us and think, damn, they really just interrupted my dinner, people are dying. People can't come back from death. You can go back to your dinner the second we leave here. Y'all don't realize that. So while you sit here and ignore us, turn your back, just pissed off that we interrupted your spinach dip and beer, I'm so sorry. Because we have to interrupt our lives. You don't think I want to be at a club right now? You don't think I want to be out to eat with my friend, Steven, who don't show up to dinner most times? I love him. I want to be out there, but I'm here. My toes are frozen. I am cold. It is winter. So I'm so sorry that Black lives are such an inconvenience to you, and I'm so sorry that us being here is oppressing you so bad. But real oppression is driving down the street and checking. I check my mirror every time I pass a cop, just to make sure they ain't gonna do a U-turn on me. Just to make sure. Just to make sure. You don't know that fear. You don't know that fear. You expect the cops to show up and protect you. I expect the cops to show up and murder me. Every time. Every time. I'm all of 130 pounds. I'm 5'7". They sent 7 officers to arrest me 3 weeks ago. I'm 5'7". I'm the same size as you. And they sent 7 officers for me. So while you sit there and you pick up something and you ignore us, that ain't right. That ain't right. So think about this. When it's your son, your white son, because you think that you're so exempt, think about it when it's your white grandchildren, because people forget the cops kill white people too. So put yourselves in our shoes. Of 400 years of oppression, 400 years of marching. Y'all seen the lynching pictures? Don't act like people didn't get lynched. Y'all see our history? Y'all see the pain? But y'all ignore that. Y'all want to watch Patrick Mahomes throw football every Sunday, but don't care about Black lives. Y'all wouldn't care about Patrick if he was one of KCPD's victims. But since he got a golden arm, that's not boy. Y'all gonna show up for him. Let Patrick Mahomes say he's doing a meet and greet. Y'all gonna show up for that. But there's people dying, and y'all won't show up for that. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. So I'm telling you, you all here. We do a Friday every Friday. We do a protest every Friday at KCPD. This isn't momentary. When people cared about it in June, when Target was emailing me, PetSmart haven't shopped there since I was 13. I wanted a hamster, so I signed up for emails. PetSmart is emailing me, telling me my life matters. Target is emailing me, telling me my life matters. The whole world had to put out a little statement about Black lives and admit their complicity in our oppression. But now it's not popular, so people aren't out here. But it's popular to us, because this isn't a momentary thing. This didn't just happen in June. Racism wasn't invented in June. Police murdering people wasn't invented in June. This has been happening for centuries. Centuries. The policing system is derivative of slave patrol. And you want us to trust the very system that was created to capture and reintegrate people back into slavery. I'm supposed to say all cops aren't bad, but y'all don't say all gang members aren't bad. Do they say all gang members aren't bad? I never hear that. I've never been told, oh, that's a good crip over there. Yeah, man, he shoots a few people, but that's a good crip over there. But I'm being forced to try to admit that there's bad cops, because KCPD eats cookies with children sometimes, y'all. Outside of killing people, outside of kneeling on a pregnant Black woman on her floor, that made national news here last month. Outside of kneeling on a pregnant Black woman's back and sending her to the hospital and her baby in the NICU after being born, y'all want us to say that there are good cops and all cops aren't bad. Because KCPD went east of Truth and ate cookies and milk with some kids last weekend. When they beat a 15-year-old Black boy, took him to bust busted his damn teeth out. Where's he at on the board? Where's his teeth at on the board? His teeth were busted out. Busted out of his face. Look at it. Look at it. 15 years old. Busted out of his face. Now he was complying. And even if he wasn't, you don't think we spent $273 million? They can't afford mediation training? They can't afford de-escalation training? It causes you to beat the teeth out of a 15-year-old boy? But I'll get off my soapbox, because I realize a lot of y'all here don't care. And that's okay, because I care. And I'll be here. So you might want to choose another restaurant if this is where you're planning to come every Friday. Because this is where we'll be every Friday. And that's on period. So I'm sorry, I'm not Patrick Mahomes, you know. I don't have a golden arm. My name is KJ, and I'll be here for Black Lives, irregardless of whether or not you like it, irregardless of whether or not you show up, not calling you out. But I'm just saying, we're going to be here. This isn't momentary. This isn't reactionary. We're not here. What did I gain? I gained like 200,000 something followers. What the fuck? What do I gain from that? What do I gain from that? Someone said, oh, aren't you afraid of being forgotten? Hell no. Fame is fleeting. All the rappers from the early 2000s are forgotten about. I'm more scared of being here 10 years from now. 10 years from now. I'm scared of having my kids have to hold a damn megaphone. So, we're going to keep it moving. Thanks for your damn time.